Yo, 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 what up? It is just post July 4th weekend, getting into the crux of the Breeders' Cup Classic top 10 contenders list. It's changed a little bit this week. We last ran a top 10 a couple weeks ago. Since then, the formerly goated juice monster charlatan, Bob Baffert's experimental animal that he, punched in 15 different drugs. A joke. Settle down, people. Charlatan has been retired, going out to make $1 zillion as a stud. Although I don't know how well he's going to do with the tainted tests. But anyway, tonight a very special guest to help us run through the top 10. This guy is an absolute legend of the game, renowned all over the Midwest. One of the best harness handicappers of all time. Grew up in the Midwest, up in D-Town, Motor City. Hazel Park, Michigan's finest. Here's before I introduce him, let me just show you live footage of him earlier today, getting some sun. Yeah, that's how Fly P rolls, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time in a long time, Fly MF and P Fly Paper. What up?
I'm back, baby.
What's going on, man? It's been too long.
Yeah, I was down south for a while, believe it or not, down in South America, chasing around the ladies. Well, ladies were chasing me. I mean, let's be honest, but
true
6 months down there. I took a little extended stay for about 32 days. Apparently, there's a couple things that are, I read them on Urban Dictionary. They're not quite legal down there. Actually, quite frowned upon. Tried a few things, got a few things tried. Anyway, a little extended stay work. It's all good. We're back, ready for the summer, ready for some action.
Trying to make some money on the Breeders' Cup, huh?
Right.
We got our top 10 list. Like I said, there was a list put out, our initial list. Vinny Blonde and myself put it together a couple weeks back. A couple adjustments needed to be made, so that's why we're here. We're gonna throw these out as the challenge races go on throughout the summer into the fall, nearing the Breeders' Cup Classic, which everybody knows is the biggest race on the circuit, the biggest race in the country for me, even bigger than Triple Crown. Fight me on that later. All right, without further ado, Fly P, who do we have at number 10?
We got number 10. We got Happy Ending, Happy Saver. I almost jumped there. It wasn't Happy Endings. Happy Saver.
Happy Saver coming off a less than impressive performance, probably his worst race in a long time. I would say he finished third in that race.
Yeah, I think
Fly P dropped out. He dropped off.
That's a ladies knocking on the door. I said, ladies, I'll be done. I'll be done in a few minutes. Leave me alone.
All right, P is back. Happy Saver, where I was going with that. Happy Saver at number 10. Finished third this past weekend at the Suburban. Finished third to Mystic Guide and let's see, Max Player. So those three are I think all in contention here as the top 10. Happy Saver, unfortunately, his worst run puts him third, 10th overall now on our list. What about number 9? What are we doing?
We got the Idol. Not IDLE, but IDOL.
So this horse was number 9 on our initial list, stayed the same. Just on a side note for him, who's your idol, Fly P? Who do you look up to with the world traveling, the womanizing, everything you do? What are you doing? Who's your idol?
What genre? I got lots of idols in the category.
Serial killers, go.
Oh boy, Dennis D. Rader.
Dennis Rader. What's he most known for, though? Come on, help me out. By the way, I didn't switch pictures fast enough there. There's idol. Sorry, my bad.
BTK. You may have heard of him. Wichita, Kansas.
Bind, torture, kill. What's the zip code or area code?
I used to be good at those. It's been too long, man. It's been way too long.
All right, we're gonna keep this thing rolling. We're gonna keep this a short video tonight. Who do we have at number 8?
Number 8, we got Mystic Guide.
Mystic Guide also coming off that Suburban. He finished second. He was beaten by Max Player, upset. Mystic Guide and Happy Saver went off close to even money as expected, and were both beaten by Max Player, who I believe was I have the worst memory of all time. Between 8 and 11 to 1. That's what I'll give it. Paid well. If you had him, congrats to you. Mystic Guide, disappointment. Coming off a $10 zillion victory prior to that race. So we'll see what happens. I think he's still a player in the big scope. Number 8, we're keeping him there. What about number 7? What we got?
Got Tacitus. Look at that dirty little thing.
Pretty little silver horse looking. There's more grays in this top 10 list than maybe ever before. There's 2 or 3. I love a good gray.
That genre is called mature.
What else? What other? What? Come on, dude. So, where else would you look for the mature genre in your big scope of things? I don't think you're talking about horses.
Books. I talk about books.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. All right. Speaking of this past weekend's Suburban Handicap, we had the winner Max Player. That's who our number 6 is. Anything to say about Max Player?
Nice. What a stud.
Pimp. Ricky Santana Jr., one of your favorite jockeys on the mount there, getting her done. Pulling that upset. I saw that you didn't win any money on that in the Tour de Force, so no. I didn't either. In fact, I had him as an insta toss. I only had 3 horses in contention for that race. Max Player would have been the 4th, but, horseshoes and hand grenades type of deal. You can't pick every horse. I'm not going to. He was my 4th choice out of, I think there was only 6 starters anyway. So what do you want? Pick every freaking horse? No, you're not going to. You got to cut the line. Max Player was out. Maybe, maybe he's maturing as a 4-year-old better than he was at 3. Next, who do we have?
Got Silver State.
Silver State. This horse has been as fine as anybody. I want to see I can't wait to see his next run. Last time out, pulled major upset, beat Knicks Go, beat a couple of the other massive, big wigs in the big scheme of things. One of the best horses in the country at any age. He's just got to show me it again. That last race was his first time beating major contenders. I cannot wait to see him again. Anything to say about Silver State for you? Fly P, go.
I got nothing on this one. Nothing.
Again, though, you could fit the Silver State into the
mature genre. Oh, listen, put them all in there.
Who's your favorite mature genre person?
Her first name's Lisa. We'll leave it at that.
I won't even dig. Side note: Fly P was a big Golden Girls fan.
Was
Blanche?
Was.
Yeah. Was it Blanche? Was that the one chick? Blanche,
yeah. She was busy Blanche.
Blanche was definitely doing some work. Next up, who do we have at 4?
Got Maxfield.
There he is. Look at that monstrosity. Look at that thing. That thing was goated as a 2-year-old. Was supposed to be the Kentucky Derby favorite. Was sidelined to injury what seemed like about 10 times. Has come back and just been a monstrosity of a talent every time he comes back.
Big old veiny monster. Look at that thing.
Yeah, he looks juiced out of his gourd, but I don't think he is. That's the sick part. He's super impressive. I think I have him at 4 here. I won't even say we, because there was a little contention between the partners at the Profits here, wondering where we should rank him. I will say that at least one of us, not me, at least one of the partners wanted him as number 1 after that last performance. He's a monster. I think he could legit win the whole thing. I hope he can dodge injury because he's had a lot of that type of issue in the past. But other than that, Fly P, come on, bring me a fact. Bring me a factoid. Bring me some kind of murder.
Maxfield? Oh, I got it. Hang on. I had it pulled up here. I lost it.
I need you to bring me a murder or something. Some kind of fact. This guy, because he used to assassinate the harness racetracks up there. Hazel Park, Michigan. You got, what was the one? Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, Windsor
Raceway. Forget about it.
Now, speaking of Ontario, I used to go over to Niagara Falls.
Go ahead.
Over on Lundy's. You ever been to Lundy's Lane? Heard about it?
No. I've been to Niagara Falls.
They used to have a commercial that said, "Come soil your undies down on Lundy's."
Wow, that was part of the promo campaign?
Well, it's on the radio. 102.7. 102.7 The Heat.
Classy. So Maxfield moved up from number 10 on our our initial list, and I think he was only as low as 10 because look, the thing's had 47 injuries. It's like who's the dude who got drafted in front of Michael Jordan? I'll never pull his name, but that dude was going to be great. Blew his rig out 25 times. You'll never know how good he would have been. Who knows? That's where Maxfield is. But right now he's healthy. I hope he stays healthy. Bada boom, bada bing. Next up, number 3. Let's go.
Hot Rod Charlie.
We're moving on. Hot Rod Charlie.
Look at that picture.
What can you say about HRC, dude? That freaking head-to-head, I've said it before, I'll say it again, the head-to-head with Essential Quality at the Belmont, one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Hung in there, got out to a giant lead. The 421 frat boy jocks getting hammered on the fence line as the ownership team of that horse, rooting them on like a bunch of crazies. Loved it. Love HRC. If he could pull this thing off, and I think he look, there's 2 or 3 horses out there that I think have more talent than HRC. HRC gets it done with the right trip, and a couple other horses have a bad trip. Dude, HRC taking that thing down would be the celebration of a lifetime. I hope he stays in the top 2 or 3, stays healthy. Love him. Go ahead, Fly P. Give me some facts.
Well, I'll give you some facts about Hot Rod. Is if you go to Urban Dictionary, they've got a good handful of terms what Hot Rod really is about. All kinds of things. All kinds of things.
Really? And I'm sure they're all G-rated.
Yeah, we're not talking about backpedaling, watermelon sugar, dog shots. We're not talking about any of this stuff. Georgia Rose. We're talking straight up Hot Rod. So for those of you interested, head on out there. Check out the Urban Dictionary. Oh, boy. Oh, wow.
Okay. With that said, before we move on to the last couple, big shout out to, is it HBO Max, I believe, has the new Cult of Cults.
Oh, yes.
Which is the, ladies and gentlemen, the Heaven's Gate cult. What'd they do? Have 38 mass suicides or whatever it was back in the day. Marshall Applewhite, T and Doe bringing it down. 38 suicides with the black Nikes under the blue blankets or whatever it was. Hail Bob Comet floating home to heaven.
Hail Bob.
Heaven's Gate just bringing it home. Who couldn't get behind a guy like that? You know what I mean? Like, he didn't look creepy at all.
You got a picture of him anywhere?
Dude, I failed. I failed. I should have had it up. It's the creepiest MFer of all time. Just trust me. Why don't you go on to Google? There's this new thing called Google search. Try that out. There you go. Look at that. And believe it, 38 people killed themselves because they thought this guy was Jesus or whatever it was. Jesus. Anyhow, we're going to move on. We got to keep this thing moving. Look, Fly P, we can talk chubby Latinas all night. We can talk
for another time.
Donkey shows and all that for another night. But we got to keep this. And I know that's part of the thing you were doing in South America, by the way. I heard the stories. Next up, who do we have at 2?
EQ, Essential Quality.
There he is. This animal here. What am I going to tell you? I've talked about him all year. I talked about him last year at the Breeders' Cup when he won as a 2-year-old champion. I talked about him after the Juice Machine won the Kentucky Derby, and I bet $1 zillion on him at the Kentucky Derby and lost. And you know what? I was okay because I knew Baffert was a cheater, and I knew that it was a juice monster that won. Congrats to everybody who caught that. Essential Quality is the classiest 3-year-old in a long time. I think he's a top 5 in my lifetime type of talent. The Belmont was an incredible run with HRC. He outran him, just like he did at Keeneland right in front of me. I got pictures of myself cuddling this horse with Brad Cox, just basically making love to this horse. I love this horse. This horse is my favorite since American Pharoah. That's what I'm going to do for you. Look at the gray. Look at this thing. Just a monster. Monster talent. Awesome horse. I mean, what are you going to do? How do you not root for him? Fly P, tell me. Who do you want this horse to win the thing, or you want somebody else to win the thing?
No, I like this one. I'm feeling good about EQ.
I think with the amount, there's a lot of talent in this group too this year. I think this is going to be a deep Breeders' Cup Classic, and I think you're actually going to get paid if he can pull this off. So, another silver horse, by the way. This seems to be the theme. Golden Girls. Mix in the Golden Girls, whatever that, what was their theme song? I can't remember it. You all know it, though. You
Thank you for being a friend.
There you go. Bada boom, bada bing. The whole world's going to hear that in their head for 3 weeks. There are millions of viewers. What else? We're gonna go to number one, and this hasn't changed. I mean, this is the guy to beat. Who is it?
Mishrif.
Here he is. And what did he do? He won the Dubai World Cup easily in a shocker. This horse is well traveled, and until it's just like I say every year with the 2-year-old Breeders' Cup Juvenile Champion. To be the man, you got to beat the man. And right now, this horse, what's that? A Ric Flair reset, by the way. I think that's a Ric Flair reset. So this horse is he's winning. He won the big money. EQ and HRC as our number 2 and 3 at the moment. The best coming off their 3-year-old campaigns. This is the guy right now. Fly P, I need your opinion. Can Mishrif be beaten by one of those two, EQ and HRC, or is this the guy to beat? Go.
I'm still on EQ. I think he's the man.
Quizzle, I do too. I think he can get it done, although he's got to beat him head to head, or I don't know. I don't take somebody off of the number 1 spot when they're the crowned world champion, basically, which is what I would call the Dubai World Cup right now is the world championship. So that's our top 10. Thanks everybody for tuning in. One more thing, Fly P there's been a rumor floating out here about human cockfighting this coming Saturday, a couple days from now. Who's on the card? Who are we betting? And can we float some maybe some hints to our adoring fans of who's going to win and what's going on? Because I got to know.
So we got main event. What everyone's watching. Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier. McGregor, I think, comes back with him and gets it back. So McGregor title fight.
Any clue on the odds on that thing?
I don't know. I haven't looked lately. I kind of just go with how I feel. Feeling good, you're looking good, you're feeling good, you make some good decisions.
What else? What are we doing on what's any good undercard that you're interested in?
Yeah, then the co-main event, we got blank. It's Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Gilbert Burns.
Look at this guy. By the way, Fly P. I'm just going to ship it for you. He's not going to ship it. Fly P in the corner. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He's going to be in the corner, guys. This guy's a serious person.
Look for me there. Got some insights.
Waving his Trust the Prophets flag right behind Wonderboy.
Steven's looking good. We've been hitting the gym pretty hard. He's looking pretty good. He's down to about 172. He's got 2 more pounds to cut before weigh-in, so he'll be there. He'll be there.
Wonderboy trains Fly P's kids, all 25 of them.
The 25, the 25 that I know about.
Yeah, that's it.
Greg Hardy making an appearance, fighting Saturday night too.
G-Hard?
G-Hard.
Dude, who's Wonderboy fight? I missed that. Sorry.
Gilbert Burns.
Gilbert Gottfried coming out back.
Yeah.
Boom. Gilbert Burns. That sounds like that's the least. You guys, anybody who watches this thing regularly knows I hate human cockfighting, but I'll get into it, especially when Fly P is in the corner, my guy. I'm all in. He's fighting Gilbert Burns.
Yeah.
That sounds like an accountant, dude.
Yeah, guy's number 4th ranked welterweight though.
Yeah, well, he needs to change.
Then we got Greg Hardy. We got former Carolina Panther fighting.
I know exactly who Greg Hardy is.
He's coming out strong. He's 6'5", 280. I mean, he's coming out there.
Side note on him, he's one of the only Jacksonville Jaguars not accused of murder in the last 20 years. All right, with that, let's go. Let's ship this. I think it was good. We're almost 20 minutes in. Too long. Anything else to add to this thing? Fly P?
Let's do it again. Let's get it going.
We'll be running it back all summer, every couple weeks after every one of the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series races. When you're in, we're going to change this up a little bit, but the top 10 is looking pretty stout right now. I'm excited. Let's keep it rolling. Thanks for joining us, man. Peace out, brothers and sisters.
Peace.